Hi there, Saints. Hi, this is Curtis Palmer again. I'm here to check in on you concerning your 90-day challenge. That challenge went out August 26th, and it's now October the 4th. Know you had great success. I'd like to hear from you, if that's possible. But now that you've gone through your 90-day challenge, let's do a couple of things. First, I'd like for you to really just analyze the process that you went through, especially if you were successful. Well, even if you weren't successful, I want you to really to analyze the process, the thoughts. Why were you able to be successful? Why were you not able to be successful? What were the challenges? And in those challenges, what did you discover about yourself? Because that is the whole purpose of discovering how the enemy has programmed you for defeat. Discovering what those challenges are and what spirits are behind that challenge, that struggle that you had as you attempted to go through this 90-day process. Because what you want to do through this also, if you were successful, you want to discover your why. Even if you were not successful, you want to discover your why, because it's really big. It's big enough to take you through the challenges that would try to prevent you from being successful. It could also be big enough to prevent you from going through the challenges that would help you be successful. So we need to analyze what our struggle was. Now, once you discover why you were successful, you have to ask yourself, was that driving force based on the Spirit of God? Because it could have been for some selfish reasons, or just pride, or just say you want to do it. But you really want to dig down deep and ask yourself those questions. Why was I successful at this? Why was I not successful at this? What was the biggest challenge? That's very important for you to understand as you are getting to know yourself better, but also getting to really know the relationship that you have with God and what could stand between you and your relationship with God, but also what has been removed out of the way of your relationship with God. Recognizing these things and understanding that it was more than I was just able not to do this, or I was able to do this. It was like I was able to do this, and I was able to because I had to overcome this spirit and its influence in my mind and how I viewed this situation and this particular thing that I had decided that I wanted to take authority over. Very important that you do that. Now, moving forward, whatever you stop doing for 90 days, what we would like to do moving forward is to, whatever that is you stop doing, that's going to become your, what's the word I want to call it, your good feeling food, or whatever it was. One thing about good feeling foods or things, society has brought us to a place where we want to have them every day or very often. We're going to set this up as a time of treating yourself when you just want to do something nice for yourself. We want to replace that, however, with something that's going to be beneficial to helping your body move into a level of operation where it operates at its fullest potential for as position itself to ward off disease and heal itself from sickness and diseases by replacing it with a food that assists in that process by giving it what it needs to operate at that highest level. And the biggest thing you're trying to do is make sure that it burns the food that it takes in on a daily basis. Whatever you eat today should pass through out you by the end of the day, at least the beginning of the next day. That's how you keep your colon clean. So we want to do everything we can to keep our body functioning on a high level. That way it will burn fat, it will maintain its muscle, its immune system will be strong, circulatory system will be strong, clean your arteries, everything will be functioning properly, but you have to do your part. The Lord gave it to you. So that's fine. If it was a sweet, let's replace our sweets with fruits. Let's make it our mind as part of your lifestyle. You are going to get the majority of your sweets from fruits. You're going to cut down on processed sugars and things of that nature. And we're not saying you can't have it, because you can eat whatever you want, but we want to eat it in moderation. So that's your challenge moving forward. Replacing that food with something that's going to be healthy on a regular basis. Saving your good feeling food for a special occasion, or spacing it out in a way that it does not still control you. You let your mind know when you will have it. And if your mind is pressing you for it and it's on your mind, you need to still work with deciding you're not going to do it until it's off your mind. Once it's off your mind, you know you have control of it. All right? Good job. Glad you had great success. Like I said, I want to hear from you, if that's possible. Email me at curtis@palmer.me, or go to the website dayspring2.com. Leave your contact information, or just put a note at the bottom of the page. Leave a message. I'll be glad to read it and get back with you to hear about your success. Now, what we want to do also is, I want you to think about putting a life plan in place. This is October, the last quarter of the year. Usually at this time of the year, I sit down and start to evaluate my year up to this point, my accomplishments, my struggles, things that I would like to do to continue to move forward, to see just exactly where I am in my growth, my spiritual growth and development, my self-control, and the things I want to do to improve my life. Take this last 3 months, I just kind of meditate and reflect, really ask myself some serious questions about how I want to move forward, what I want to accomplish. Like right now, I'm 60, so I kind of do my life in a 10-year span. This 10 years from 60 to 70, I have a plan that I like to accomplish. I have a 5-year plan, and so through that, I break it down to yearly plans so that I can manage my growth and process. And once I put down what I want to accomplish for this year coming up, I will look at, okay, what would I need to do on a daily basis to lead me to that goal within the next 12 months. And I put a daily process in place to little small things that I could do on a daily basis that add up to that big thing at the end of the year. So that's what I would like for you to do. Reflect on your year. Sit down and really ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish in the upcoming year? What things would I need to put in place to accomplish it? What resources would I need? How will I measure my success? And set it up so you can make practical objectives for yourself that you can be successful, but be consistent with it. Keep in mind, you're talking about a lifestyle change. And what you're talking about is, I want to put plans in place to change my life to be the life that I want it to be, knowing that it's going to be a process. But you know, it's October already. It looked like the year just started, so time goes by. So that's what I'd like for you to contemplate on that. We'll talk more about that on my next video to you, to see how you're going and give you some pointers on some things to put in place or questions to ask yourself about putting a plan in place. It's not complicated. It's just sitting down thinking about what do you want to accomplish, looking in your life, seeing what do you want to improve, or what do you want to continue on, and how do you stay on that path. Have a great day. Enjoy talking to you. Like I said, I'd like to hear from you. Curtis@palmer.me. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.